convalescent Vaush is the only possible, and it's only made possible because of Operation Vaush. Convalescent, today I'm pleased to make a truly historic announcement in our battle against the China virus that will save countless lives.
It is a pleasure to be here.
I don't really know you. I have a general love for all people, but I don't know you.
I would say there's a special kind of loneliness that comes along with being wealthy and famous. There's like it's really anxiety inducing. I'm sure you know, right? There's probably been days where you think like, oh, maybe this didn't go that well, or well, for one, I was born to upper middle class parents. I was born in Beverly Hills. I went to an incredibly good school district. I was able to get funding from my parents to help me with my education. I love humans. I think we're incredible. I think, you know, we're a miracle, really, that we exist on this planet. I want to protect us. I want us to be happy. My morals come from, fundamentally, the desire to make people as happy as possible, to build strong, healthy, independent humans who can live their lives freely until a death of their, you know, hopefully a long life.
What do we agree about? I don't know that we agree on anything.
Ah, darn.
But so here, let me ask you about this. I'm not a socialist myself. I'm a just to be clear, I'm not advocating for socialism.
Okay.
I don't know that many actual socialists. Like where's the big desire for the US to become socialist?
Have you ever read Karl Marx?
That's socialism?
Yes,
What's one example of a socialist policy that he had?
I believe in something called class interest. I think that society and democracy work best when we're repping our own interests. So you're a man, I'm a man, we want to fight for men, you know?
No, interestingly, you know, I'm glad you asked that actually. In high school, I took a lot of sort of standard, what we would call like classical economics.
Yeah.
And classical economics is pretty conservative in a lot of ways. You know, it assumes rational actors participating in the economy. It assumes a lot of stuff that's sort of, right now, more conservative in terms of economics. So I had a lot of those ideas, and I thought that they made sense. And then I learned more about behavioral economics and the work of people like Daniel Kahneman and others who say, you know, economics as we usually teach it is not right. And so that made me question the beliefs that I had sort of assembled over time. And then I was questioning all of my beliefs. So I definitely have had sort of a shift to the left. I was never a right-winger. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely moved to the left the more I've become educated about issues. Let me ask you I really want to know this. The arguments against places like Venezuela and Cuba and other so-called socialist countries are that no one has anything, no one can afford anything.
I want people to be happy, so I'm in favor of things like gays being able to marry or transgender people being able to live how they want, because that seems to, in the long run, maximize people's happiness. It makes people feel free. I think that by helping them, we keep them from rising against us.
I want to see progress. So in that sense, but by the dictionary definition, I guess so. The problem is that you might have some ideas about what is implied by the political term progressive that maybe I agree with, maybe I don't, but I definitely want to see, you know, humanity progress, for sure.
Beta!
If I became conservative, would I no longer be beta?
Alpha! Look at this.
No,
Can't do that with your hair, can you?
I don't know. Do we agree about anything?
I would definitely not run those odds, no. Do you think it's right for black and white people to be equal in like an ideal society?
I mean, my reaction would be radical empathy. I would say, oh, wow, that's a major change. Like, what's going on that's making you want to do that? And I would listen to them with empathy.
Do you think that like black people shouldn't be able to vote, or? Do you think that black and white people should have equal legal rights, equal access to education, healthcare, that sort of thing?
So culturally and ethnically, I'm Jewish.
Right.
So I was around a lot of Jewish people growing up.
I grew up with a lot of Jewish folk. I complain about them from time to time because some of them were real annoying.
So I'm ethnically Jewish, right? But my family was in Argentina. So like I grew up speaking Spanish, and in that sense, I'm sort of Hispanic culture.
Oh, I mean, the Nazis did have their own opinions. I am not a Nazi. Well, I grew up with parents who were pretty liberal, so maybe if I'd grown up with Nazi parents, I could have been a Nazi. I mean, we all have our moments, of course. I am, because I'm an American, and I believe in freedom. I am not Jewish. I don't like those people at all, because I love black people, and I think that they harm black people. The Jewish people are orchestrating a conspiracy to destroy white people. Oh, they can totally do what they want. I have the right to complain about it. We're all fascists on this blessed day. So, do you like fascist people?
It's a pejorative, it's not a term I use. Are these really the most important topics for you? No, my mom is the happiest Jewish mom you could imagine.
I saw her just this morning. She helped me out, made breakfast for me. I'm lazy, you see, I slept in. Usually when I'm feeling super lonely, it's usually just a chemical issue. It's like a bipolar thing. Sometimes I just get sad, or sometimes I get like really, really happy. So I just have to trust that eventually my emotions will level out and I'll feel decent again.
How?
Yeah, and it was really bad like a couple of years ago until I took lithium, super basic, like a mood stabilizer, very like off the counter, and it helped me tremendously. So I'm just really thankful that I get to benefit from modern tech.
I don't think so. I'm not seeing that, no.
Oh, this is news to me. I think I'm a pretty moral person.
No. When did you stop beating your wife?
Like asking what a wife did to deserve getting beaten by her husband, don't you think? I don't think they did anything wrong. I think they were the victims of abuse.
Well, maybe you beat your wife, I don't know, but I'm not married.
I don't think it's immoral, so yeah, I think it's totally valid. I think that gay folk, in fact, I'd go so far as to say being gay, more moral than being straight, in my opinion.
Got it. Glad we clarified.
I mean, I'm a man, I've got moral values, so what makes you a man?
It's interesting that you assumed that, yeah, that I'm gay.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine it. I've got a pretty good imagination.
I'm not at all offended.
Okay, true. I love all people too. Non-binary folk and trans folk, cis men, cis women, the whole spectrum. I have to find them hot. But yeah, there are lots of hot folks all over the place. I think, by the way, you look wonderful today.
Exclusively women.
Oh, no, not like that. I just think that you're fantastic.
Would it be a bad thing for our conversation if I dated men?
Well, let me think. Like, you know, I'd probably shave my beard off and have to do a couple. I'm pretty hairy, you know. Although, I mean, they wax, you know, penises or men's genitalia at salons. Let me tell you, because I know some trans women. They look like you see them on the street. No way.
Would it make her male, or would it make her a man?
Woman.
Depends how you define either, right? I mean, it'd be a transgender man.
Woman.
It means it's someone who was born biologically female, wouldn't it?
You've been in love with women before, right? I assume you're straight. Yeah. It feels pretty much like that. I find folks attractive, and sometimes if they're real nice to me when I hit them up at parties, then I decide, hey, maybe we'll go on a date. Pretty much the same process.
Now, I do date women exclusively, but how did you know that I date women? It's possible I date men or both, right?
Yeah, you know how transformative love can be. I know, personally in my life, I've met people who are going through dark times, who hurt others, drug addicts, who steal to feed their addiction. And by showing them love and compassion, you bring them up to a higher place where they're no longer willing to hurt anyone. I think we can do that on a civilizational level. I think a man is someone who identifies as one.
Yes.
I'm a homosexual.
I'm not attracted to men.
Well, what makes you a man, in your opinion? You know, yeah, if you're a trans woman, you take all that dude in you put it in a ball, you yeet it out of the court, absolutely. Go ahead, have fun. I think, I'll be serious about this. I think that you should probably be on hormones for like a year or two. Because I don't know, have you ever taken HRT, feminizing hormones? Probably not.
It doesn't matter to you anyway, right? I mean.
God, no, I'm full on, nope. But I've seen people take it, shoulders wilt, muscle dies, it just turns them right into girls.
This isn't my area of expertise. Yeah. I think you know love when you see it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a homosexual.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I got like really lucky. If you were into men, you'd have your pick of the cut, let me tell you.
With being attracted to men?
You gotta see me with my hair down, it's real lovely.
Something to think about.
Oh, well, there's the conversion camps.
That's not an argument.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, one day, I'll get you. I'll bring out that femininity in.
Not really.
Oh, okay, I see. Amazing.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, if any of y'all would like to see the channel, it's just Vaush, V-A-U-S-H on YouTube and all other associated media. Maybe I gotta fight my mom.
No, listen, I think that this is, in 1,000 years, when the sociologists and the philosophers try to figure out what exactly happened in the United States right around this time, this type of conversation is going to be incredibly informative for them. So I'm glad to have participated in it.
Okay, now this is sort of funny, but some people are furious. Why? Because people are furious about everything these days.
I'm not a mental health professional, but the mental health professionals I've spoken to, including many in my family, identified that he seemed manic, bipolar, and generally off. And he did say, at some point, I think he said something about being off his medication. So I think it's pretty widely established. I think he has significant mental illness. It appears that he's off his medicine, and I've never heard him say anything particularly interesting.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth?
It's the China
I love
virus that
Antifa.
will
Do you love Antifa
save
people?
countless lives. Convalescent, strong antibodies from the blood of recovered patients to help treat patients battling a current infection. Convalescent is the only possible, and it's only made possible because of Operation Vaush. Convalescent, today I'm pleased to make a truly historic announcement in our battle against the China virus that will save countless lives.